Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Shrouded Sirens of Scratchells Bay. Holly had always been drawn to the sea. Growing up on the Isle of Wight, the waves crashing against the rocky cliffs were the soundtrack of her childhood. Now, as a maritime historian, she spent her days poring over ancient sea shanties and lost tales of the ocean. It was during one of her research expeditions that she stumbled upon a dusty old manuscript hidden away in the archives of a forgotten library. The manuscript, written in faded ink on withered parchment, told the tale of Scratchells Bay, a secluded cove on the Isle of Wight known for its treacherous waters and mysterious disappearances. But what intrigued Holly the most was the mention of a sea shanty, whispered to have been sung by sailors centuries ago, a shanty with the power to summon sirens from the depths. Intrigued by the discovery, Holly set out to uncover the truth behind the legend. Armed with her knowledge and fueled by her curiosity, she ventured to Scratchells Bay, the air thick with anticipation and unease. As she stood on the cliff overlooking the bay, the wind carried with it a haunting melody, a melody that seemed to echo the ancient shanty she had uncovered. Unfolding the manuscript, Holly began to sing the words written on its pages, her voice trembling with both fear and fascination. With each verse, the air grew colder, the sky darker, until finally, from the depths of the bay, emerged the shrouded figures of the Sirens. Their song was both beautiful and terrifying, a haunting melody that wove its way into Holly's very soul. She watched in horror as the Sirens' voices lured inspecting sailors towards the jagged rocks, their cries lost amidst the crashing waves. But the Sirens were not content with mere sailors. They sought vengeance for long-forgotten wrongs, and they turned their gaze upon Holly. With their eyes gleaming like black pearls, they descended upon her, their ethereal forms twisting and contorting in the moonlight. Holly's heart pounded in her chest as she realized the true power of the ancient shanty she had uncovered. In a desperate bid for survival, she clung to the edge of the cliff, the siren song growing louder with each passing moment. But just as all hope seemed lost, a sudden burst of clarity washed over Holly. With a newfound determination, she raised her voice above the siren's song, singing a counter-melody, a melody of defiance and strength. For a moment, the Sirens faltered, their grip on reality loosening as Holly's words filled the air. And then, with a final, triumphant cry, she shattered the ancient shanty, banishing the Sirens back to the depths from whence they came. As the sun rose over Scratchells Bay, Holly stood victorious, the echoes of the Sirens' song fading into the morning mist. But she knew that the sea held many more secrets, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to seek them out. And though the shrouded Sirens may have been vanquished for now, their memory would linger on, a warning to all who dared to tread upon the waters of the Isle of Wight. With the sun rising over Scratchells Bay, Holly gathered her belongings, her hands still trembling from the encounter with the Sirens. As she made her way back to the mainland, she couldn't shake the feeling of unease that lingered in the air. Days turned into weeks, and Holly found herself haunted by nightmares of the shrouded Sirens and their haunting song. No matter how hard she tried to forget, their voices echoed in her mind, a constant reminder of the dangers lurking beneath the waves. Determined to uncover the truth behind the ancient shanty and its connection to the Sirens, Holly delved deeper into her research. She scoured old manuscripts and sought out local legends, piecing together fragments of stories that hinted at a darker truth hidden beneath the surface. But the more she uncovered, the more she realized that the Sirens were not the only threat lurking in the depths of Scratchells Bay. There were whispers of other creatures, older and more sinister than anything she had ever imagined, creatures that fed on fear and thrived in the darkness. Haunted by the knowledge of what lay beneath the waves, Holly knew that she could not face this danger alone. She sought out the help of other historians and researchers, forming a small but dedicated group determined to uncover the secrets of Scratchells Bay once and for all. Together, they combed through ancient texts and studied maps of the coastline, searching for clues that would lead them to the heart of the mystery. But the closer they came to the truth, the more they realized that some secrets were meant to stay buried. One fateful night, as they gathered on the shores of Scratchells Bay, the group found themselves surrounded by darkness. The air was thick with tension, and the sound of the waves seemed to echo with the whispers of long-forgotten spirits. Suddenly, the ground beneath their feet began to tremble, and from the depths of the bay emerged a creature of nightmares, a monstrous being with tentacles as black as night and eyes that gleamed with malice. With a deafening roar, the creature lashed out, its tentacles thrashing wildly as it sought to devour its prey. In a desperate bid for survival, Holly and her companions fought back, their voices raised in defiance against the darkness. But as the battle raged on, Holly realized that they were hopelessly outmatched. The creature's power was beyond anything they had ever encountered, and with each passing moment, their chances of survival grew slimmer. Just when all seemed lost, Holly remembered the ancient shanty, the same shanty that had summoned the Sirens so many years ago. With a trembling voice, she began to sing, her words infused with courage and determination. To her astonishment, the creature faltered, its movements slowing as the melody washed over it like a tidal wave. With one final, triumphant cry, Holly unleashed the full force of the shanty, banishing the creature back to the depths from whence it came. As the sun rose over Scratchells Bay once more, Holly and her companions stood victorious, their bodies battered but their spirits unbroken. Though the dangers of the sea would always loom large, they knew that as long as they stood together, they would always find a way to face whatever darkness lay ahead. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had or have a great day.